Hi guys, welcome back. This is just a continuation from my hair dye situation. It is like 2 days later, and I did dye it and I blow dried it. I kind of let it dry naturally. Like I said, I don't like to blow dry my hair until like the very last minute, and sometimes I don't blow dry it at all. But I don't know if you can tell, the color took really well. It's super violet, almost black, but not jet black, with the violet hue or hint to it. And I really like the color, and it did, sorry for the lighting, but I kind of have this light on up here, and I'm just using my miniature ring light. So you know, what are you gonna do? If that's the worst thing, that bad lighting is, it's the least of my problems. So anyway, yeah, I wasn't able to get back to you guys the same day because I was obviously at the same time trying to get ready to go help out and make some arrangements for the services. And it's been really rough. I know, as a lot of you may know, that when there's a death in the family and everybody, you don't see people, obviously. They don't come see you. They don't call. You know the drill. It's like weddings and funerals is when people see each other. And at those times, you exchange numbers maybe. You sit down and talk and catch up, and let's get together. We have to stop letting so much time go in between, and it's just a whole lot of BS. I don't do well with a whole lot of BS, and I'm not a person that can be fake. And although that I am a Christian woman, being Christ-like and loving is part of being a true Christian person. But I also have to, ask God to forgive me at times, because I'm not going to sit and use the breath that God gave me to have a conversation with somebody who has ill feelings towards me, somebody that I haven't talked to or seen in years. And I know people are supposed to be supportive in times like this. And some people have kind of been supportive and stepped up, but coming to find out that there's actually been motives behind that, which is really sad. Because, family's supposed to be, okay, to me, family is not necessarily blood. Like, I learned this a long time ago. I learned this when I went through my cancer, that the people that support you the most, 8 out of 10 times, it's not your family. But when you do have family that you would think would be supportive, and they're not, or they are, and there's something in it for them, or they think that there is. It's just been really sad this past week. Since she passed away, Julia Lucio passed away, so far some cousins have really done some shady things. There's only a sister, a daughter and a son. And so, I mean, her daughter has taken care of her nonstop for 10 years. And as her health declined, and she has osteoporosis, so she could walk with a walker, but very minimal, and her bones were just deteriorating, and ultimately started getting dementia, and just kind of progressed from there. But it's been one person taking care of her. She bathes her, she cooks for her, she's treated like a queen. Like, she has the best setups in her bedroom. She had the best setup. She had her own little like living room where she could go from her bedroom instead of just being stuck in one room. Like she just went all out like for her, and different fancy pajamas all the time because she liked to be comfortable. And she's like 4 foot. She was like 4 foot tall, and just feisty, family oriented lady. And she was actually the originator of all the Armadillo restaurant recipes. Sadly, when a nephew took over, they've all really gone like down, and there's literally only one left out of, I don't remember exactly how many, but there was at least 5 or 6. I could be wrong, but somewhere in that area. And family, between me and my daughter, we've really been, my youngest daughter, we've really been the only two who have 100% been supportive. You know, everybody was there, you know, and sadly, people should have been bringing food, and, you know, we got donuts, like people brought donuts and cookies, but you know, when it was time to like, hey, it's lunchtime, it's dinner time, everybody's hungry, you know, we went and picked up like, you know, spaghetti and salad and chicken. And I just got to a point where I said, you know what, we're not buying anymore. We're not coming out of pocket to host anything. People don't need to come here and eat. And that's what they were doing. They were just going and eating, not really even cleaning up their messes, and, you know, laughing. And I don't know. I don't think it has to be like you have to sit and just be down and cry, but it's a sad time, and it's a time to be like, have some morals, you know, and use some discrepancy, and, you know, don't sit and tell jokes when somebody's upstairs dying and it's your mother, and, you know, you're freaking out. She's freaking out. She's taken care of her for 10 years. You know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, showers, baths, you name it. And for 10 years, and working a full-time job with no help from her brother, who lives in the state. But he's carefree and he lives his own life. He doesn't have time for his mom. As a matter of fact, there was 3 years that he didn't see his mom throughout this whole process. And a matter of fact that he wasn't even there as she was dying. He came one day, I think it was on a Monday, last Monday, and I came back the next day for a couple hours and then left, and then was never seen since. But on Facebook and posting himself, you know, at bars drinking, and really he likes to put on the act that, oh, my mom's dying, and oh, I'm so upset. So he's got people reaching out to him like, dude, like, you weren't a part of your mom's life. You didn't care. You didn't know whether she was living, or she could have passed away and you wouldn't have known. He never called on, checked on her. He never brought her anything to eat, never came and sat with her, never visited her, never said, hey, let me give you a break. Let me take mom for a couple hours, or let me sit with mom for a couple hours so you can go, you know, have a life. But, you know, that's how people are. People get funny when people die, and it's sad because everybody wants to step up and say, oh, well, she would want me to have this, and she would want, you know, she would want me to have, you know, something that belonged to her. Like, we had a conversation one time and she said this. No. And I'm really, you know, trying to be a support as far as I'm not going to let anybody manipulate or bully. Yes, this is a time where we come together, but this is a time also that if you haven't been around in the past year or 2 years, and you're coming around and you're, you know, just pay your respects and go. Basically, that's really what it comes down to. Those of you know who you are, and you won't see my videos because you don't follow me, but you know, pay your respects and go. Don't come and sit and socialize. It's not a party. I think at one point somebody went and got beer, and this was the son and an uncle. And it was just like, I don't know, like the second, third day into where she was actually like declining. You know, went to the liquor store, got beer. I don't drink, and especially do I not think that it's an appropriate time to have alcohol when somebody's dying. It's just, there's some people that are just look for any reason to party, to like go home. If you want to drink, go home. Go home and celebrate. Don't sit here and laugh and crack your jokes here. This is not the place or time. And it just really breaks my heart that she's having to go through this. And like I said, myself and my youngest daughter have been by her side every step of the way, going through to meetings, going to make arrangements, making double notes because she's in a fog. She's broken. She's taken care of her for 10 years every single day. So to go from that to not seeing her in the house is traumatic for her. So she's dealing with some post-traumatic stress right now, and so we're trying to make sure that she's not left alone as much as possible. I, however, have been doing quite a bit of that this past few days, and as a result of that and just my side effects and my lack of sleep, I'm kind of getting sick. So I'm home resting now, and just trying to recuperate, recharge, because there's some days ahead where there's going to be services, and God only knows what'll happen next, because every time we turn around we're learning something new, or she's getting like a punch in her gut because she finds something else out, and it's just been one thing after another. There is a GoFundMe account for her because she's been out of work and she's exhausted all her leave with pay, and so now she's just not getting paid, and now she's worrying about that. But I mean, she can't go to work. She's got to take care of situations and arrangements and meetings and stuff, and on top of that she's a basket case and shouldn't be working. So I'm hoping that everybody's taking a collection within families, and with her family I really don't know what to expect at this point. It's kind of hard to say. There's some family from Chicago that flew out, and of her sisters and brothers, and they've since flown back. The arrangements are next week because this is Holy Week, and I'm not Catholic, so I'm not real familiar with all of that, but apparently you can't bury anybody during Holy Week. So I know this was a video just to show you the outcome of my hair dye and how I got it even all throughout, because I told you guys that it was like brown and just discolored, and you know, like I said, nobody could tell, but I could tell, and I wanted to make sure that it was all one color. And again, like I said, I wear my hair up a lot because I'm in between hairstyles, and I am going to be curling it though for the services. I do want my hair to look pretty, and you know, obviously throwing your hair up is super cute. You know, it's like makes you a little bit more bubbly, and it's a cute style, and messy buns are kind of like the thing now, so you know, it's appropriate. But yeah, basically this was the continuation, because I didn't finish the video when I was doing my hair dye. This is now 2 days later. So I thought I would jump on camera, show you my hair, even though I don't know if you can see. Let me get a little closer. You can probably see the purplish tint to it. It's really pretty in the sun, and I'm a little bit oily. I am severely sleep deprived, but I did my best with my makeup today. I used just a bronzer for my eyeshadow, and just, you know, worked with that, and actually didn't come out too bad considering I only used minimal products. But anyway, if you guys could just keep the family in prayer, and the GoFundMe is under Cindy Lucio, Lucio. And you know, if you can donate $1, $5, you know, every little bit helps. Or just send a prayer, you know, leave a nice comment or something. But she's really struggling, and of course insurance, after, you know, everything's paid for and you have to pay for every little thing, you'd be surprised, it's close to almost $8,000. So there's absolutely like in the negative of anything left. So the GoFundMe was to help her because her bills are still coming in, and you know that doesn't stop. So and she's upset. I mean, she's sad, she's confused, she feels, you know, betrayed by family, especially by her brother. And but he is I know I shouldn't come on here and say something negative, but he's one of those people that are a narcissist, manipulator, sociopath, and they could convince, you could sit and talk to him for 5 minutes and they'd be like, what do you mean? Like, he's a great guy, he's funny, he's, you know, really down to earth, and he's really like inviting and charming, but that's all it is. And that's what happens when you know narcissists, or you're in relationships with narcissists, and the people on the outside who don't live in the four walls can't understand, like, why do you say that about this person? Because God, they're so nice, you know, they're outgoing, they're loving, but that's all part of the wolves in sheep's clothing. So unfortunately, we're dealing with a lot of that right now, and when people die, this is when it surfaces. And so I'm trying to be a soldier and be a, you know, one of the protectors, kind of like a guardian angel, as much as I can, because I will not allow anybody to disrespect or take advantage or manipulate in any kind of way. So I got news for anybody who wants to, you know, upset her. I heard a weird noise. Anyway, I do a lot of saging, so I'll probably be saging. I did sage her house because there was a lot of energies there. And of course prayer, because we know that we couldn't get through any day without God. I know I can't. And especially at this time, like, we need each other, we need God, but at the same time, we don't need toxic people. Anybody who has ill motives, you know, behind anything that they're doing, or if they just have ill thoughts and feelings towards you, you know, just don't come around. Don't come around, you know. Stay in your corner, and we'll just get through what we need to get through by the grace of God. And that's what we're going on. Our energy is low, but we know that we can lean on God, and he gives us the strength and the grace to get through things that we could never begin to imagine how we're going to get through them, going on 2 hours of sleep here and there. So anyway, guys, that's kind of a little update of what's going on. My videos are going to be resuming, God willing, after next week. And what else? There was some other stuff. I'm going to be, obviously started redoing my beauty room, but I had to stop because of all the family stuff and the sickness and everything. But it's going to be here when I get to it, and I'm not even worried about that. But I just wanted to just touch base with you guys and kind of let you know where I'm at. The other night I made a video about a pet peeve of mine, and so I try to, you know, stick a video in, squeeze one in here and there. But my hair came out great as far as the violet color went all through where I wanted it to, and I'm really pleased. And it makes it a lot easier when you're trying to cover up roots when you do just a solid color, especially when you're having a lot of gray and you're, 40 plus, maybe 50. So anyway, you guys, I appreciate your love and support, and I hope that you are sharing my channel with other women, men, whoever, people that are dealing with post-traumatic stress, people that are dealing with anxiety, depression, any type of abuse, mental, physical, sexual, abuse, or dealing with mental illness, if you're struggling, and makeup, because that's what this channel is. This channel is a no judgment zone here, judgment free zone, I should say, and makeup looks, makeup reviews, real talk. It's just an anything goes channel for me, and I feel that this is just a great way for me to vent. This is a good way for me to reach other people and to help, and just to enjoy doing what I love doing. And I'm pretty passionate about doing makeup and talking. I love to talk, and I have a lot to be said, and I can teach quite a bit, and a lot of techniques to getting through anxiety or panic attacks. I have a lot of experience, unfortunately, with that. But anyway, guys, with all that being said, I hope you are subscribed to my channel, and if you're not, please subscribe to my channel, share my videos with anybody and everybody, and give this video a like if you liked it. And yeah, so I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And leave your comments and or suggestions, questions in the comment section below, and let me know what you're going through, or if you're struggling with something. I think we're all struggling with one thing or another, and we don't want to be, we just need to be a support. And it's not a pity party, and it's not a feel sorry for me, woe is me. It's, let's have each other's back. Let's lift each other up, because when one gets weak, we need somebody, just when you're slipping and falling, you want somebody just to come in and just to catch you and, tell you it's going to be okay, even if it's not okay. So anyway, guys, I love you. I appreciate you, and I will check back with you soon. And if I have any other updates between now and my next video, I will definitely just hop on camera and just update you guys. But hopefully the next footage will be some good stuff and some happy stuff and happy reports. But God is good, and he's been good, and his timing is perfect for everything. And we love her. We're gonna miss her, but she was suffering, and we can't be selfish. We have to, let people go when it's their time, and try to do the best we can to just not so much move on and forget, but just to, go on with your life the best that you can without getting too depressed, and but go through the emotions. There's no time, there's no length amount of time that you should mourn. You do what you need to do for you. If you want to sit and cry and don't talk to anybody, then don't. If you want to stay in the house, stay in the house. Be around people that are loving and supportive, or just do whatever you need to do to get through it. There's no right or wrong way, but your way is the way that works for you. We all do what works for us, so we need to give each other that respect. And this is how I deal with it, this is how you deal with it, and we need to respect each other. So anyway, that's it for now. Enough said. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.